Hey everyone, and welcome to your full moon in Capricorn tarot and oracle card reading. How is everyone? We have the full moon in Capricorn on Thursday, the 10th of July. On that, just a week after that, we have Mercury going retrograde. So we have a lot of things happening. And I think on the 10th as well, Uranus enters. Let me just check my notes. Uranus enters Gemini. Uranus enters Gemini today. Today is the 7th of July. So there's a lot happening here, and I want to make sure I get to all my notes. But how is everyone? Welcome or welcome back if you are a regular viewer. So the full moon in Capricorn is the completion. It completes the 6-month cycle from the new moon in Capricorn, which happened in January. So if we go back to January and look at, most of us will remember, right? We set our New Year's resolutions. We have enthusiasm, excitement. You know, we're making changes and strides for the new year. And then what happens, right? We get a little bored with it. We lose focus. Maybe we charge too fast, too quickly. And maybe we take on a little more responsibility than we should have. So what is this full moon going to focus on for us? So it's going to highlight the areas where our strengths lie, and that's where our focus should go on. And anywhere that is draining our energy, it's going to highlight that so we can stop putting our energy and attention to things that are no longer serving us. It's also going to bring to our awareness our responsibilities, our commitments, and our long-term goals. So that could be a couple of things. It could also bring to light that some of you are taking on too many responsibilities and you're overcommitting yourself, and maybe your long-term goals need to be tweaked a little bit. And some of us may need to take on more commitment and more responsibilities, and maybe we need to get stronger at setting goals. So all these things are going to be highlighted. Full moons illuminate, right? The moon is full. There's a big, beautiful golden ball, yellow golden ball in the sky at night. So it illuminates everything. It's also a time to release and to let go the things that are no longer working for us. This is also, Mercury's going retrograde on the 17th, so a week later. So it's a good time to reassess. You know, what is your priority now? Which your priorities probably have shifted since January. I know mine have shifted since January. So let's maybe reassess and recommit to things that have gone by the wayside. Maybe even recommit back to yourself, right? That's the best commitment you can make anyway. Your most important relationship is the one you have with you. So yeah, let's make that a good relationship. So this could also bring, when we reassess and refocus, we start to create more balance and harmony. And because, things call us, things pull us out of our thought process, things pull us away from our focus. So it's time to come back, rein things in, let go of the things that are draining you, and lean into the things that are exciting you, that are more aligned with you. So I have several decks today. I'm going to be pulling cards, a reading for the whole collective, and then I will pull one tarot card for each individual astrological sign. But I do want to pull a card from a yogic path, since we are rebalancing ourselves and reharmonizing. We're more than halfway through the year. So I thought it was a good time to pull out this deck. This is a deck I use for myself before my yoga practices. I have to take this off. And before I head out to teach a class. And I think there's so much wisdom in these cards. And again, a special thank you to Brielle for getting these for me. So prana. And just look at that, right? That's such a beautiful card. I will pull out the book and find it in the book and read what the book says, although I could go on my own, but I want to see what the book says about prana, which is the life force within. And just look at the softness of the colors, right? There's nothing harsh. There's nothing dark in this. It's just a beautiful illumination of soft pastel colors. So, subtle essence of vital life force and breath, flexible and creative. When you are prana full, you are beaming with vital life force. Energy flows easily throughout your body, and you are at one with divine consciousness. You dance through life with fluid movement, and your energy extends out of your body, felt by those surrounding you. So, you know, when you're in the company of someone and that you say, like, oh, they have really good energy, right? This is what this is talking about. You're in control of your breath and utilize it to move life force around you, bringing your mind, body, and spirit into balance. Continue to breathe into the light that exists within you. This is your connection to universal pranic energy. So, right. And again, it's balanced. It's that life force. It is leaning into the things we know logically in our mind and the things that we can see, and leaning into the mystery of the unknown, right? So we have the Soul Remembers deck. So I'm going to pull a card out of here. I have 5 decks. And we are using the traditional Rider-Waite for this full moon reading. Dreams come true. Now just look at the colors on this card. 2 different authors, 2 different decks, and look at the colors. They are the same. Harmony. Harmony. We will pull, this is the Soul Remembers deck, I think, from Marianne Williamson. So we'll pull a card from here, just so we get a little more. Saluting the love. And just look at that. And it says, as you look at others, say silently within, the love in me salutes the love in you. Very interesting card to come out, because in yoga the term namaste, and I say that at the end of every class, not all teachers do, and it means the light within me acknowledges the same light that lives within you. So all these things are kind of lining up. So let's see, let's go to our tarot, and then we have our final deck, the Divine Guidance deck. Let's see what the tarot holds for us as a collective for this full moon in Capricorn. And I know this shuffling gets really loud, especially on the table. So let's just see what the cards hold for all of us. This is, again, for everybody, right? For the whole collective community. And again, I will pull 1 card for each astrological sign at the end. So far, everyone is face down. I love how everything is lining up. Like dreams come true. Lean into your prana, your life force. Saluting the love within you. That is the same love that lives within everyone, which can bring us to the conversation of we are all connected. I say that, and then the devil shows up. Alrighty then. But we are all connected, right? We all pretty much want the same things for ourselves, for our families. We want to live a decent life. We want to be honored and respected. We want to have the same freedoms and rights as everybody else. We want to be able to make our money and spend it how we need or want to spend it. And we all want love. We all want love, and we all want to be connected to someone or something or our community. And we want to feel like we matter in this world. And yeah, sometimes this world just feels like it's losing that connectedness. So the more we can lean into our own inner light, the better we are, and the better world that we create for others. One card came in face up, the devil, major arcana. So it's, what are we attaching ourselves to that is not serving us? Six of Pentacles. Card of generosity, generally speaking. The Two of Cups, coming together, making good choices, or looking at the choices. Maybe sharing, right? One looks like he's has a cup in his hand and he's reaching for the other cup. This could be a sign of sharing. So let's see what we have. King of Pentacles. Well, hello, Mr. Capricorn. Just, just show up as yourself. Queen of Swords. Clarity. I mean, and Ten of Wands. Here we go. Strength. Two of Swords. The Devil. Hanged Man. Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. So we may have to pull out some more cards for this. And I do have another deck here somewhere. So we're starting off strong. We're finding our own self-worth. We're allowing ourselves to go to our highest potential, right? When we lean into our responsibilities. We also have a responsibility to ourselves. I know we're responsible for our family, our homes, our jobs, and all these other things. You're your highest priority. We're gaining clear vision. So when that moonlight illuminates things, it's going to illuminate your vision. Gaining clarity, right? No longer clearing the clouds. You're going to find out exactly how hard you've been working and what you've been working towards. And for some of you, what you've been working towards, that's coming to the end of a cycle, you're going to start working towards something completely new. And it could feel like something that's not even on your radar, that's not part of your wheelhouse. It's not something you ever thought you would be doing. Right? But you're strong. You're going to dig deep inside of you into that pranic force within, because you have dreams that you want to have come true. And as you start to lean in, sometimes our choices are going to get a little cloudy. There's strength behind us. We have our emotional support behind us. We have our intuition behind us. Sometimes we don't want to make the choice, right? Sometimes we get a little stuck and we don't want to make the choice. And so for some of us, the breakthroughs that are waiting for us are going to come a little slower because we're used to attaching ourselves to the past. We're used to holding true to the way things are, even if it's not working, even if we complain about it, even if at the end of the day we're drained and we hate our job or whatever is happening in our lives. For some reason, we still hold true to that because it's what we know. Stepping in, changing your perspective and starting to step into the unknown, something you haven't experienced before, right? It could be a dream or it could be a nightmare. And it can be whatever it is you decide it is. Dreams come true. Right? Dreams come true. Let this be a dream. And if you feel like some of you may be feeling like, or some of us may be feeling like we start to dig in, we start to pursue a new direction, and we might feel like we're being left out. And here's the thing, sometimes you will be. Sometimes we outgrow where we're at, and sometimes we outgrow the people we're around all the time, and we move into new directions. So some of you, this is forging new relationships, right? Being generous of heart, forging new relationships. I want to pull some more cards. This is a big reading for our full moon in Capricorn. I will use the Wild Reflections Tarot deck because there's a lot coming out here. And we're good, we're strong, and then all of a sudden we know it's time to change direction, and then the devil comes up, and the devil says, are you sure you want to make this change? And then we second guess ourselves, right? So that's also not letting yourself, not letting other people, sorry, something's happening on top of my computer here. Not letting other people's opinions, thoughts, or even your own mind talk you out of things. Right? We can sit there and go, oh, maybe I don't want to take this new step. I know I can do it. I know it's leading me somewhere. But do I want to do it? And then the devil comes along and goes, where did he go? And the devil comes along and says, oh, are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to do that? That temptation, right? To stay stuck. And we see it all the time. People do it. I will give you an example, a small example. It's not a major example. I teach yoga at a gym. I was subbing a class on Saturday. Before me, there was a Zumba class. They finish, I go walking in, and a couple of the people were saying, oh, maybe we'll stay for the yoga class. And there's one woman, she's got no qualifications. She just takes classes, right? She's got no qualifications. She has an opinion, but she tells a couple of the people, don't take her class. Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's like the devil on their shoulder. They had never taken my class before because this is not my regular class. And she's telling them, like, no, like, she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, I've only been there for 17 years, right? How would I know what I'm doing? I've only been doing it for 26 years, but lived there for 17. And it's just, and some of them said, okay, yeah, you're right. We're going to listen to you. You don't have no qualifications, but we're going to listen to you anyway. And then they left. Other people came in. I still had a full class, and it was fabulous, and it was wonderful. But it's like they made a decision not to lean into the strengths and try something new. And then they missed out on whatever the class was going to hold. And this is just a little thing about what happens every single day. We seek out other people's opinions, and you should, right? I do the same thing. I ask friends and family, like, what do you think about this? What is your opinion about that? But I still go ahead and try it or make my own informed decision, but I just like to bring up, get as much information as I possibly can. So, but you're strong. You know you have a dream, and you know that dream is coming true, and that dream requires meeting new people, starting from a fresh slate. There's generosity in your future if you choose to. On the very root of this deck, the Magician. Really, you cannot make this stuff up. The Magician, the ultimate alchemist. So, we have these cards. What do we have? 8 of Wands. Once you stand in your strength and you declare your decision, you declare your affirmation, you affirm your inner strength. Where'd you go? You declare your strength. You say, I'm sorry, devil. You no longer have any power here. Yes, I'm ready to leave my comfort zone because I know there's something better for me. Once you do that, the universe, 8 of Wands, moves very quickly. And where are you going? Queen of Wands. We started off with the King of Pentacles, right? We know. And you go to the Queen of Wands. We're leaning into our passions. And look at this. She is so confident in herself that she has followers. She's unshakable. You become unshakable. You become undisturbable. Nothing can throw you off. And this is what this is about, leaning into your Capricorn energy. Capricorns are the leaders. They're the royalty. They take on a lot of responsibility and focus, and they have their future laid out, which is why the King of Pentacles was our very first card. But they have a charm about them. They have this subtle, sometimes not so subtle, but generally a subtle quality of strength and knowing. And everyone likes a good leader, a good, qualified, solid leader who's not going to lead you astray, like this woman at the gym, right? And once you say yes, this, you automatically move into your leadership role in your community. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, two balancing pages. And you get to realize how life is supposed to be fun and how life is supposed to be explored. And it's supposed to have new experiences and lean into our own authentic self, especially the Page of Cups. That's leading into your heart, your intuition, and letting that be your guide. We're working really, really hard. Now we're going to work a little smarter. We've done one phase. It's time to go into the next phase for so many of us. The Magician. And I love that this is a female magician. And she has a clear quartz necklace. An infinity symbol, obviously, right? Because anything is possible, because your dreams can come true. They are coming true. You're leaning into your own life force, and you're saluting the love. You're moving away from this, and you know what? You're not afraid of this. You're not afraid anymore. Why? Because you're Leo, your inner Leo energy. So we have Capricorn and Leo, some Scorpio, a lot of fire energy here today to guide you through this. This is your time to alchemize, and this has been coming up a lot in the readings. Creating the life that you want. Believing that it is possible, even when people tell you it's not. Don't listen. Don't listen to those people. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And if you want to listen to someone that doesn't know what they're talking about, or you're not sure, you can always ask, can you show me the receipts? Can you show me your qualifications? What makes you an authority in this area? If this woman was a yoga teacher, then I would take her a little more seriously. She doesn't know how to lead a yoga class. She's not in the health, wellness, and fitness industry. She's in the I'm going to gossip about people that I don't like industry. I'm sorry. I have no time for you. So this is the main reading. Let's pull out your Divine Abundance card to round out the reading for the whole collective. And we'll see, then we'll pull out cards for each individual sign. Okay, these cards are all over the place today. For each individual sign. So how is this resonating with you? Right? Is there something here that is calling you? Is there something in you saying, I've been wanting to do something for a long time. I don't think I could. But maybe it's because I don't know if I can, because I haven't had that experience before. And maybe I'll lean into my experience, or my lack of experience, and learn and educate myself. And maybe that's all that it is. So let's pull out your Divine Abundance Oracle card. This is, again, for the collective, and then we will do each individual sign with one tarot card. Okay, we have ease. Really? Ease. Cannot be any better of a card. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. Prana, life force, the natural state of our being is to be in reception mode. It is to be in alignment. It is to be in a place where our dreams manifest and come true. It's not to be in the devil energy. It is not to be afraid of the Five of Pentacles. It is not to be in fear or in lack. It's a process. It's a process. That is the reading for the whole collective. We will go into our astrology, our signs, and we will start off with Aries. How is Aries doing? This is your tarot card for this full moon in Capricorn. So what does the full moon in Capricorn hold for our Aries friends? King of Swords. Focus, direction, clarity. So this is an air element, so don't be surprised if there's I'm getting the feeling this is more of an Aquarius, more so than a Gemini or Libra. I mean, it could be, but I kind of think this is more Aquarian energy. And this could be also a family member, whether it is an older sibling or a cousin or somebody in the family. I'm getting a family member coming through. So Aries, you're getting clear, you're getting focused. You're cutting off, again, this is about letting go the things that are no longer working for us, and you're just going to start using that sword and wielding it to cut off anything that is not right for you. Focus, clarity, intention. So that is for our Aries friends. We'll go on to Taurus. How is Taurus? What does this full moon in Capricorn hold for our Taurus friends? It has been a long day, my friends. It has been a long day. And the day is just getting started for me, to some extent. So, our Taurus friends, what does the full moon in Capricorn hold for you? There you go. The Magician again. It's different deck, different imagery. The Magician. So this is reminding you, Taurus, when you feel like you want to dig your feet in, when you feel like you don't want to take any steps forward. So instead of leaning into your earth element, that is your natural state. Lean into the other three elements that you have. Lean into your logic and your thought process with your air signs. Lean into your intuition and your heart center with your water signs, and lean into your passion with your fire signs. Okay, if you have what it takes, so just trust your other signs and your other qualities that you have, because we all have all these elements within us. Just our sun, or actually our rising sign, is a little stronger than the others. So that is Taurus. So Gemini. What does this full moon in Capricorn hold for our Gemini friends? The Chariot. Moving forward, you're ready for change. So some of our Geminis, you're ready for change. You're ready to, which is really unusual, well, not unusual, really unique, that you're ready to leave some of your comfort zone behind and move forward. This is a major arcana. So whenever the major arcana is, like the Magician is major arcana, the King of Swords is not. The Chariot is a major arcana. So whenever the major arcana shows up in a reading, this is a slightly deeper message. So you're moving, but I think you're ready, Gemini, to be done with the same old, same old. Some of you might be getting bored, and some of you might be really ready for a change. This is your time to start moving forward. Just watch, Mercury is going retrograde. So make sure when you move forward with balance. And you have a little bit of clarity for your next phase. That is for Gemini. For Cancer, how are our Cancer friends doing? What does this full moon in Capricorn hold for our Cancer friends? And of course, it is happening in the sign of Cancer. You have the Sun, Cancer, another major arcana card. You have the Sun. So this is considered the luckiest, happiest card of the tarot. So the full moon is illuminating you, Cancer, which you really love, and the Sun is illuminating you. So this is like pulling you out of the shadows a little bit, allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be vibrant and enjoy life. This is a carefree time for you, Cancer. I'm really happy for you, and especially with Jupiter in Cancer for the next year. Right? This is a great, it's a great setup. Jupiter expands everything that he touches. I say she, but everyone else says he. Jupiter expands everything that she touches. And that's everything. Like the sorrows and also the joys. So let Jupiter expand your joy. Go out, have a good time, Cancer. The Sun is just calling your name. Leo, how is Leo doing? Our friends of strength and heart. Ah, I love Leos. What does this Capricorn full moon hold for our Leo friends? Nine of Cups. Ah, love. Just an abundance of love and fulfillment. And that card that we pulled, dreams come true. Your dreams are coming true, Leo. It's just the complete fulfillment on all levels for you. Again, you're a fire sign, but the heart, although that is connected to water, you lead with your heart. A lot of love coming your way, Leo. Embrace all of the love around you. So Virgo, how are our Virgo friends? How is this summer doing for you? What does this Capricorn full moon hold for our Virgo friends, which is a fellow earth sign, right? The second earth sign, third earth sign, second earth sign of Australia. So a broken heart. So Capricorn, just watch the thoughts that, I'm going to pull another card for you. Watch what thoughts are coming in. Virgo, watch what thoughts are coming your way. Let's see, let's get some little more balance to this card. You feel like you, Capricorn, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Virgo. Do you feel like you are in a protective mode? You feel like there's something in your life you need to protect? Yeah, okay. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So you feel like you've been through a lot, Virgo. This Four of Pentacles tells me that you're in protection mode. Like you're getting your foundation together. You are protecting yourself. And I wonder if some of you have been fighting a battle or been included in, how do I put this? You've been fighting a battle that's not yours to fight. Like you've been invited to somebody else's war, so to speak. Somebody else has kind of invited you into their drama or into their problems. And if you're empathic, you've been taking on a lot. I don't know that this is you. I think this is a time for you to set up healthy boundaries, Virgo. I think maybe because you've got this big heart. There's a light on the wall. That should not be coming from anything because I don't have any lights on. Just saying, there's a light here towards my right. An orb, a huge white orb. So and that resonates with any of my Virgo friends, then that orb would be for you. It's a celestial orb, not an orb from an earthbound Not an orb from the soul of someone who is in human form. This is celestial orb. Very interesting. So I think for some of our Virgo friends, setting up healthy boundaries is going to be really key for you in this full moon. I think it's going to make a major shift for you. But go back and look at the reading for the month of July, and look at your tarot reading for the summer, and see if there isn't anything in there that would help you with this. Think healthy boundaries, Virgo. Some people are going to have to accept your input or ask for your input, but then you have to step aside and let them fight their own battles. I think that someone is drawing somebody into something that's not theirs to be drawn into. Okay, Libra. How are our Libra friends? Our balancing scales, right? The peacemakers. 4 wands, right? This is the happy home card. This is the absolute dream come true for some of you. You've been working really hard for whatever this happy home means for you. It can be buying a new house. It could be that your relationships are all in harmony and that you are in harmony with yourself. This also represents, 11, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you want to dive a little deeper into this. 11, 11 is the mystical number for balance, for the 4 pillars, for major manifestation. And 11, 11 factors down to 4, which is having everything covered, having everything in alignment. So there is balance, there is harmony for you, for our Libra friends. For some of you, again, this could be a new home, or this could just be that everything is good. It's a wonderful card for our Libra friends. So thank you, Libra. Scorpio. How are our Scorpion friends? What does this Capricorn full moon hold for our Scorpion friends? Page of Pentacles. Innovation. So a lot of Scorpions tend to be entrepreneurs, or they have that entrepreneurial spirit. So this is a really good time to start putting into play, or at least to start thinking about, Scorpion, the plans that you have for your business, or to expand your business, or to add a second business onto what you're already doing. I feel for our Scorpion friends, this is entrepreneurial. There are some of you maybe still in the what we would call traditional societal work industry. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that happens. And you're branching out on your own. Some of you may already be entrepreneurs and own your own businesses, and you're starting a new one or expanding what you have, but your finances are expanding for sure, Scorpio, and you have new opportunities for personal growth and business development. There you go. Sagittarius. How are our popped out, so I have to take it. 2 of Pentacles. You require some balance, Saggies. Balance things out. You don't have to say yes to everything. But sometimes it's kind of fun to say yes to multiple things and just kind of balance different scenarios out and see which one works for you. So for some of you, this could be a job. I'm not getting a big pull on jobs, but for some of you, this may be you have a job and maybe you want to start pulling off of that Scorpion energy. Maybe you want to start a little side hustle or an entrepreneurial venture. But this is balance, this is harmony, this is lighthearted balance. So there's not a lot of big trauma or drama behind this. It's finding balance and finding love. I mean, he looks like he's, although his face doesn't look very happy, it looks like he might be dancing a little bit, right? So, and enjoy the dance, Sagittarius. Enjoy the dance. Capricorn, this is your full moon. So, yeah, how are you feeling, Capricorn? What does this full moon hold for our dear friendly Capricorns, right? And is this full moon resonating for how you feel about yourself? Five of Pentacles. So you're going to be affected. You and Capricorn and Cancer will be affected more by this full moon. So what decisions are you making and where are you putting your focus? Is it leaving you out? Are you not taking advantage of opportunities? Or do you know that there's something better for you? So you're leaving your comfort zone to forge ahead. Again, Capricorn, I need to pull a couple more cards for you as well, because I don't want to leave you hanging with that Five of Pentacles, because I know some people are going to be going, I don't like that card. So let's get a little more clarity for our Capricorn friends. And for this Five of Pentacles, we'll take one more card after this, and then we'll see where this is leading you to. Okay. The Chariot, yeah. Chariot and Eight of Cups. So we pulled the Chariot out, I think, for Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. So Capricorn, it's time. It's time to go. It's time to get out of, although this doesn't look like a comfort zone here, right? The sanctuary, or the church is considered a sanctuary. That's a safe, a comfort zone. It's time for you to go. You know that there is more for you. You feel this inner calling. It's the deep-seated. It's not a fly-by-night thought. And it's not something that a friend said, oh, why don't you do this? This is a deep calling that I'm getting the sense, Capricorn, that this has been a long time coming. You've been either wrestling with this, or this has been just kind of calling your name for a long time. It's time, Capricorn. So if you wanted to know if this is the right time to make your change or to make your move, the answer is yes. Capricorn, I love that for you. I know, moving into the unknown, but that's okay. Aquarius. How are our Aquarian friends? They were a little quiet in today's reading, but that's okay. What does this full moon in Capricorn hold for our Aquarian friends? The Hermit. Generally, this is a card of internal reflection. But Aquarius, I'm getting the feeling that this is your time to start to let yourself be seen. This would be almost akin to the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands would be the card following this. This is you getting yourself out there, or putting your ideas out there, or letting yourself be seen. The Hermit, again, major arcana card. So this is a big thing. It's not just you're throwing something small out there. This is a big change and focus for you, Aquarius. So let yourself be seen. Let your light shine a little more, and then a little more, and a little more. Each day, 1 degree more, and you're going to get those dreams happening for you. I love the Hermit. A lot of wisdom behind what you're working on now, Aquarius. A lot of wisdom back there. So, and Pisces. What do our Pisces friends? What does this full moon in Capricorn hold for our Pisces friends? Three of Wands, the dream, the wish. Wishes come true, right? Dreams come true. And you're looking for a new future. A lot of moving away. We just had the Eight of Cups, right? And the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Time for Capricorn to move away or to move on. And same thing for Pisces. You're starting a new era. You're starting a new phase for yourself. And it's bright. You see these rods or these wands, and there's just starting to blossom. There's just these little leaves starting to grow. They're all very firmly anchored into the ground. So you're not moving forward frivolously, right? You're moving forward from a grounded foundation. You've got some growth under your feet, per se, as you start to take your venture outward into the next phase. So that is your full moon in Capricorn reading for everyone. Hope you have found some inspiration from this reading. And if you have some questions, that's even better. That means you're seeking and learning. If you want clarity on anything, just send me an email. Until next time, I send you light and love from my soul to yours. Have a great full moon, everyone.